Hello friends, welcome back. This is Nagir from Newly Red. In this video, I'm going to show you about a official Android 8.0 Oreo update for Moto X4. Here you can see that this is a Motorola Moto X4, and then you can see that Moto has officially released before a few months. There is two different versions of the phone, at least in that United States. The first is in Android 1 edition and with completely stock with Android, and second was Motorola standard software changes. Yeah, this is both the editions. I guess in the formers receiving an update to Android 8.0 Oreo, but it is confirmed for Android 1 phone, edition phone, as well as side by side. The update will also available in Motorola standard OS. You can see this is some of the screenshots of this update. You can see that the update has a built-in number with OPW27.1, and it includes Android 8.0 Oreo with latest Android security patch level. Since this is an Android 1 phone, there are almost no changes to the system. It should most exactly like Oreo on a Pixel or an Nexus phone. And then you can see that these updates for Moto X4 has launched earlier in this year for the Project 5 was included in this update promise. You can see the meeting of the end of the year, but Moto is guaranteed to 8.0 Oreo update is now beginning to roll out for the device. Google announced Android 1 for the United States already in September, with Moto X4 going on sale a month later in October. The device shipped with Android 7.1 Novate and pure Android experience that receive monthly security patches. You can see that the launch of the latest variant of the initiative, that Google guaranteed that the device could receive a Oreo before this end of the year. And it is confirmedly available on 2018. And you can see that this Project 5 users and beginning to receive update build number OPW27.1 today at over 1 GB. The update also contains a December security patch in addition to all the new features introduced with the 8.0 Oreo, including like picture-in-picture latest emoji notification dots. As of for that, this update is only available for the Android 1 variant, not for Motorola standard OS. In Moto X4, users on the edition report that the update is not yet available for them. Then you can see the OTA over there has already rolled out. Begins to the update. Its size is 1 GB. You want to free enough storage space before attempting to download it. At the time beginning, an Android 8.0 Oreo update is only available for Android 1 versions for Moto X4, but they believe the other models will get the software upgrades as well. It's also worth mentioning the update contains December security patch, which will bring smartphone update when it comes to security. And then you can see that changelog leaking earlier these days with Moto X4 devices. For the notes posted, that next OTA package for the model will include a main Google OS, it's December security patch. For upcoming days, we will informed about more details on Android Oreo and Moto X4 situations. This is Android Oreo update for Moto X4 for Google OS. And then you can see that Motorola does not have a frame in updating a device following the newest OS trend. That is why it makes major steps in upgrading to Oreo. Thanks to a collaboration between Motorola, Google, and Moto X4 was launched as part of the Oreo initiative update. And as well as you can see that Moto X4 in the form of the air update, it means a OTA with a changelog of leaking online earlier today. having original been obtained by TechDroid. According to Lenovo-owned company's release notes, the next OTA package for the Moto X4 will debug the latest major iterations of Google's OS and the decimal security patch. The changelog itself only appeared to pertain the regular Moto X4, where Moto X4 Android One is supported separately. For this particular model, the Android 8.0 is now suggested for Android One only, in which it is contains the edition of Moto X4. And then you can see that Moto X4 has begun to become one of the first devices to make a jump on Android 8.0 Oreo, as well as you can see that it will also run on Android P before most of its alternative, larger thanks to Moto and Google, because it is Android One software which it is owned by Google. You can see that Google has been promoting its pure Android program in progressively manner in the recent, but has only now started a few more serious push in the West with Motorola. You can see that the advantage of the variety of new features like notification dots, full flag picture-in-picture mode with minor user interface tweaks and performance optimizations, and you can see the 8.1 Oreo was pushed to all 4 Pixel smartphones and eligible for Nexus and branded devices through majority of third-party handsets and tablets are likely to culminate to increasement of OS. You can see there is a Android 8.0 release notes. You can see this note because this is a user manual guide like how to update your Motorola phone to Android 8.0 Oreo. You can read this. Okay guys, thanks for watching this video, and please like us and subscribe our channel for more videos.